Hello everyone, BigDances here and welcome to another video. In this video we will be talking about the two legendary combinations that you can get in 9.2 together with the new tier set that will drop in 9.2. So we're gonna do a bit of a speculation here and we're gonna talk about different combinations and well, let's be fair, everything can change before that, so things might not come to fruition, but we're gonna discuss them anyway and theorize a bit. But before that, I want to thank you guys for the massive support. And if you guys like this content, then consider leaving a like. And if you really like this content, then well, consider subscribing to my channel. I see that about 89% of you guys, 89% of you guys do actually watch my videos, but not actually subscribe. So if you want to, please do, because it helps me out a ton. My goal was to get 300 subs before the end of the year, and as it looks like right now, we're gonna make that. But please keep up the support. All right, before we start off, let's get everything in order here. If I'm able to, I will add in somewhere on the screen the tier set, so you guys can see that throughout the entire video, so we compare them evenly. If I'm not able to do that, well, then the tier set for 9.2 will be the following. The 2 set, your kill command critical strike chance is increased by 15% for each stack of frenzy your pet has. So consider, let's grab it somewhere. Frenzy, can we find it? Of course we can't find it. Whatever. Our pet's frenzy stacks up to 3 times, so 15% times 3, 45% increased crit chance on your kill command. And the 4 set, which will be our kill command critical hits, so because we have more crit chance on our kill command, the higher chance will crit on kill command, increases the damage and cooldown reduction of your next Cobra shot by 40%. So this synergizes very well, although it is very single target focused. But we'll get to that. So hopefully you'll see that on the screen. It's easier to if you can read it beside me talking about all the shit that I'm gonna talk about. Before 9.2 releases, everything can change. So this might not be true at the end of the video, for example, but still, we're gonna see how it goes. So in 9.2, you will be able to get one Covenant specific legendary and one non-Covenant specific legendary. So the Covenant specifics are, of course, Pouch of the Razor Fragments for Venthyr, Bag of Munitions for the Necrolord, Fragments of the Elder Antlers for the Night Fae, and Pact of the Soulstalker for our Kyrian friends. And we're gonna talk through them, but first we're gonna discuss a bit about different legendaries, non-Covenant specific, in combination with our talents and most importantly our tier set, because it's gonna depend on that. And the first one we're gonna look at is let's see, Qa'pla Eredun War Order. The Barbed Shot deals 10% increased damage, and applying Barbed Shot now also resets the cooldown of Kill Command. So, Barbed Shot resets Kill Command. Of course, the damage on Barbed Shot is very nice, but that's not really the point in this one, I think. Because if your Barbed Shot resets your Kill Command, and our Kill Command has a 45% chance to crit more because we have 3 stacks of Frenzy because of our 2 set because of our 2 set, then that deals a tremendous amount of extra. We'll get a tremendous amount of extra kill commands, and so a lot more damage, which in turn will help us out. But it is, of course, single target focused. If we then also have the 4 set, our kill command critical hits, and we will deal a lot more kill commands, of course, because after every Barbed Shot we reset it. Then we will do also more damage with our Cobra shot, which reduces the cooldown. And let's see here, reduces the cooldown of kill command by 1 second. That's it currently. And I assume what they mean by the 4 set is that reduces the cooldown of kill command by 1 second, it will be probably something around 1.2 or 1.3 seconds. So we will have kill command more up often. If we combine that as well, so we do Qa'pla Eredun War Order, and we go for Killer Cobra, where our Cobra shot resets our kill command, you can see a rotation somewhere in the line of you do a kill command, then you will do a barb shot, then you will do another kill command, then you will do maybe another barb shot, you will do a kill command, then you will do your Bestial Wrath, then you get 2 stacks of barb shot. So you do another barb shot, you will do another kill command, then you will do a Cobra shot, or maybe in between them, because your Cobra shots would have probably been buffed by then, because you would have critted with your kill command. So you will get a lot of resets on your kill command. And this is all very strong in single target. So this is a legendary I think we should look for, and it's personally one that I hope will be good. And I'm gonna be fair, I think it's still gonna be Rylakstalkers, but we'll get to that soon. But I hope this one will. Another one to mention is the Flamewaker's Cobra Sting. Before I talk about that, a quick little back to Qa'pla. I think this one, although nice in combined with Killer Cobra, will have us focus starved in 3 seconds. So that is the problem with this build. So I don't think it will see any use, or not a lot. But yeah. On the other hand, if you go for Flamewaker's Cobra Sting, Cobra Shot has a 50% chance to make your next kill command consume no focus. Then going with Killer Cobra and Flamewakers, I think we'll be able to spam a lot more of our kill commands, because during Bestial Wrath you will be doing a lot of Cobra Shot kill command, and every time our kill command crits, our Cobra Shot is stronger, and we get a free kill command, and we get, then again, hopefully, if it crits again, we'll be able to do another strong kill command. Do you see where I'm going with this? So I think this one could be very strong because it makes our kill command consume no focus, and because it consumes no focus, we'll not be focus starving ourselves so much. So that's some legendary might see some play, although I'm not entirely sure. Then we're gonna go for still the non-covenant specifics. Dire Command. Kill command has a 30% chance to also summon Dire Beast to attack your target. This might see some use if we're gonna run with Killer Cobra. And I think in 9.2 we are gonna run with Killer Cobra over Aspect of the Beast, because, well, our tier set will buff our kill command, so we really want more kill commands. So I think Killer Cobra will be our go-to, and because we will be doing more kill commands, we'll also have more chance to summon a Dire Beast. So this one might see some play. But the numbers on this one are very low, same with Qa'pla. So yeah, unless they buff up the power of those two, I don't think they will be come of a lot of use. Then going for this one. And this one I found very interesting, and I was thinking about this, and I read something about this. A Call of the Wild. The cooldown of all your aspects is reduced by 35%. So that's aspect of the turtle, aspect of the what's it called? Aspect of the turtle, aspect of the cheetah, I think. So we can run, but most importantly, aspect of the wild, which grants you and your pet 5 focus per second and 10% increased critical strike chance for 20%. So again, more critical strike chance, more chance for our kill commands to crit, and also more chance for us to get our kill command to crit, so also our Cobra shot deals more damage. But okay, so this legendary, the cooldown of your aspects is reduced by 35%, means our aspect of the wild will come to about a 1 minute and 20 second cooldown ish, something along that line. But what we further can do, if we go to our covenants and to our conduits, Then here we have Ferocious Appetite. Our kill command critical hits reduce the cooldown of Aspect of the Wild by 2.5 seconds. So if you have the legendary, which reduces it to 1.2 minutes, around that. My math is not that great, guys, so sorry. So 1.2 minutes. And then every kill command that crits reduces it by 2.5 seconds. If we have this one combined with Killer Cobra, and we have at least the 2 set where our kill command will also crits for 45% more, assuming that you will keep up your 3 stacks of barb shot, well, your frenzy, which you will do. We'll be fine on that. Then you will have a lot of critting kill commands, which will in turn give us a lot of cooldown reduction on our aspect of the wild. There it goes. So this ability will come off a cooldown really quickly. The sad part is though, this one is not really that strong. It's not like True Shot for marksmanship hunters, where if you press the button you go God mode. Here it's like meh. It's nice. You get some focus regen. You deal some more crits. It's nice and all, but um I would have it would have been better, I think, if this one would have been a little stronger. But we'll see in 9.2 or when PTR hits, and some people can test it. I don't think I can test that. But when people test it, we'll see the numbers. I don't really do all that number crunching. I theorize more than and let the big brains do the number crunching, and then we'll see if it works. But I hope this legendary. Oh, not that button. There. This legendary Call of the Wild could be useful and would be really fun. Then for the last non covenant specific, and I'm not going for Nessing Ways or Craven or Echo. These are not important. There are only 2 more to talk about, which is Soulforge Embers and Rylakstalker's Piercing Fangs, of course. Soulforge Embers. Currently, numbers wise, it's just as strong or slightly stronger than Rylaks. But on the other hand, it needs a lot of managing, and you'll always be using tar traps and flares to combine them, and those are not, yeah, you're making your non-damaging abilities like sort of damaging, but it's always difficult to use, and if the tank moves out, then all your damage is lost, yada yada. We all know about it. It's good, but it's high maintenance to do it properly. Whereas Rylaks is almost the same and is no biggie, of course. You just press Bestial Wrath and your pet's critical damage dealt is increased by 35%. So yeah, we almost always go for Rylaks. Soulforge Embers, although now in 9.1.5 is equal, will be way lower in 9.2 because it has no synergy with your legendary, with your tier sets. I mean, sorry, it has no synergy. So this will drop off tremendously. Whereas this one, your tier set will give your pets more crit chance. So our kill command will crit more. And this one just buffs the critical damage. So our kill command will go through the roof. Again, all single target. But Rylakstalker's, your pet's critical damage dealt. So this will still increase your overall AoE damage as well, of course, because Stomp and Beast Cleave and yeah, those kind of things. So I think, although I wish like these 2, for example, would be the go-to legendaries in 9.2, I still think that the non-covenant specific one will be Rylakstalkers. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you have a completely different theory, if you think that I'm full of shit, or if you think like, just let me know how you guys think. And if you are still watching this, then consider leaving a like or subscribing to the channel. It helps me out a ton. So now we're gonna go to the non-Covenant specific legendaries. No, sorry about that. Wrong. The Covenant specific legendaries. And we're first going to go to the, what's it called? The Necrolords. In my previous guide, I didn't even mention the Necrolords because their numbers are just simply way lower than the rest. And so I never really considered mentioning them. I'm gonna do it for this one a bit because I think that the bag of munitions is Necrolords are using Rylaks just almost always, and if not, then they're using the bag of munitions. For Venthyr, you always, for example, always use pouch and maybe Rylaks. For Necrolords, their Covenant specific is not their strongest legendary. But what I was thinking was if you go to the Necrolords, yada yada, what are the strengths? There we go. If we look up Death Chakram, then you throw your Chakram and it bounces and deals 7 times it deals damage, and the enemies that struck by the Death Chakram take 10% more physical damage. Yeah, but if you have the bag of munitions, then you will do 2 explosive shots, so more damage. But what I was thinking, each time the chakram deals damage, damage is increased by 15% and you generate 3 focus. So if we go back, so we have a little focus regen in this one. And if we then go back to Qa'pla, then I was thinking maybe because this one combines, well, this one combined maybe even with Killer Cobra, can be very strong in single target. And then with your Necrolord, which will give you focus regen, because this combination will focus starve you in 3 seconds, then it might be viable because the Covenant specific one is not bad at all. So that's something that might be an option. Not sure. Let me know what you guys think. Could also be, yeah. No, I think maybe it's a viable option. We'll see in 9.2. The shame is that Blizzard makes it so hell expensive to create all these legendaries. Otherwise, we would be testing them out, all of them, and now it's just not feasible to do that. So that was the Necrolord. Then we're gonna go to the Kyrian one, because that one is a bit interesting. As you guys know, I've been playing Kyrian a lot since 9.1. I'm currently leveling all the other ones, but I've been playing Kyrian a lot. And I think Kyrian is pretty strong, but I doubt it will see much play in 9.2, to be honest. Because Pact of the Soulstalkers, when your resonating arrow deals damage to a target, your party gains 10% increased critical strike chance for 10 seconds. You and your party, sorry. Wait. When your resonating arrow deals damage to a target, your party gains 10% increased critical strike chance for 10 seconds. I assume that you will also gain 10% increased critical strike chance. Otherwise, it will be just an arrow for the rest of the party. So I assume you will also be gaining. But I'm not sure about that, reading this. So we have Pact of the Soulstalkers, which gives us, with Resonating Arrow, 30% increased crit. Then we do the legendaries, 10% more, so 40% crit. Then we have our tier set bonus. Our 2 tier set bonus will give our kill command 45% increased crit. And then we have our aspect. So you will get to 95% crit if it is added that way. I'm not sure about that. But if it is added that way, you have 95% crit. And that doesn't factor in your own crit. So you will be overcapping on crit like crazy. So this will not, our stats will change tremendously if we play Kyrian, I think. You will be going for probably something like haste versatility maybe, something along those lines. But what is also the case is this legendary currently is not being played because it's simply only good if you play in a party with friends or people that you know, and so it's not good in pugs where you can't coordinate. But if you play in a party where you can coordinate and all the other users are also very reliant on crit, then yeah, sure. So if you play with four more friends and you all are very crit focused, then this might see play. Otherwise, if you're more of like more of player who plays in pugs, like me for example, then this will not see play, I think. So to be honest, in 9.2, I don't think we'll be seeing a lot of Kyrian hunters. Could be wrong though, but yeah, that's what I think. Um, I think you will be, if you go Kyrian, you will always combine this with Rylakstalkers because you will have so many crits, and so during Bestial Rat you will be pumping out crits, and that um, will really help with the damage that is increased by your Rylakstalkers. On the other hand, also Qa'pla could be useful because you will be critting like crazy as a Kyrian hunter, and your crits reset your barb shot. And if your barb shot deals increased damage, then that helps out, especially if you combine your Qa'pla with where is it? This one, bloodletting, which is also increases the damage of your barb shot. So maybe one of those two. I just really hope this one is good, guys. Forgive me. Then going on to Night Fae. I wish to rejoin. Remind me later. Night Fae is, in my opinion, one of the better ones, and I think that this one is gonna see a lot of play in 9.2. If you go with Fragments of the Elder Antlers, when Wild Spirit hits fewer than 5 targets, there's a 100% chance to cause Wild Spirit's damage a second time. Alright, so currently we are already using this legendary. We are using it a lot during boss weeks, tyrannical weeks, or on certain dungeons, like for example Theater of Pain, Mist of Thernaside, where there are low mob count pools, like smaller pools, because then this legendary really you benefit from it. So this legendary makes it so our Covenant specific ability is more single target focused or smaller group focused. And the only other time that you're not using this is on mob week. Well, mostly just on mob week. And then you would go for Rylakstalkers because this one is more AoE focused. So I think in 9.2, if you combine these two, which increases your AoE and which increases your single target and still also increases your AoE in smaller packs, I think this will see a lot of play in definitely Mythic Plus, but also in raids. This will be our strongest combination. I hope not, but I think that will happen. And lastly, before we end this video, we go to the Venthyr. The Venthyr always use Pouch of the Razor fragments. It's make their Covenant specific legendary just AoE. So this one buffs up the single target ability, which it still is, and it increases our single target by a lot. It's like the best single target one. And it increases this together to make it AoE, and I think we will also see this in combination with Rylakstalkers. Because these two will just increase our AoE tremendously. So in 9.2, I will think that we will be either Night Fae or Venthyr. And these two Covenants I'm already also leveling. And if you have the time, I think you should do that as well, because I think it's gonna be one of those two. But I really hope that, like, especially one of these two, like Qa'pla or Call of the Wild, that they will see some play as well, because it could be fun. Especially Call of the Wild in combination maybe with Kyrian. Because Kyrian, if you go for Forgelight Mechanicos, which you definitely should, by the way, if you go for that legendary, because you will have, like this one, you will reduce the cooldown of your resonating arrow by 40 seconds, or 20 seconds, sorry, 40 seconds, broken. No, 20 seconds, so you will have more chance to help your party crit. So this one brings your Covenant specific to maybe a 40-second cooldown, and you will crit a lot, which will in turn makes your kill command crit a lot, which in turn will reduce the cooldown of your aspect by a lot if you go for this legendary in combination with what's his face again, Ferocious Appetite. So that might be a combination. But I think for Covenant specific legendaries, we will probably be going for either Venthyr or Nightfey. Because those damage numbers are just really strong at the moment. But maybe we'll see if people are gonna test it out on the PTR. Maybe there are some other builds and some other legendaries that are viable. But guys, if you watch this video all the way to the end, then I think leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have feedback for me, leave it in the comments. I really want to make my channel grow, become better at what I do now. And if you have feedback for me in any way, shape, or form, leave it there. If you have any other combinations, things that you think, like, for example, hell, maybe you go with Judgment of the Arbiter and you think, well, there's some real strong synergy which I missed, then let me know. Leave it in the comments. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.